Hi, thanks for coming to Vibe with me. I'm here to do a general love reading for the sign of Libra. Libra, please remember to take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Not all of these messages can fit for every Libra out there, as this is a general reading. So Libras, don't force any messages to fit. Just take what resonates and, like I said, leave the rest behind. Don't force anything to fit into your situation. Also, remember, I am reading energy here. Energy is fluid, so it may or may not resonate more in a vice versa fashion. Take that how it resonates for your individual situations. And last but not least, Libra, if you're new here to my channel, I would love for you to join my community by subscribing to my channel. So if you have not yet done so, I'd be so grateful for the support. If you'd subscribe to the channel, join my community, and help my community here on YouTube grow. With that being said, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Libra and their love life. All right, Libra. Oh, I stopped because there's a flipper here. I'm going to push these ones over that came out first. Libra. So a lot of messages keep partially flipping over, but they don't come out or they don't flip over. And I only take flippers and flyers. So I just want to say that I feel like people start to type a message or a text or dial your number and then erase it or hang up or stop, right? So it's like they just about ready to say something and then they don't say it. And this could also be you. I feel like it's constantly on the tip of someone's tongue, but it never comes out. Libra. Okay. Let's see your messages here. Start with the first ones that came out. So I will read off the signs that are associated with your messages that came out here, Libra. So we have Virgo, Aquarius, Cancer again, Pisces, Capricorn, Pisces again, Scorpio, and then Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Wow, Pisces again. And this card is associated with the number 4. So if the number 4 has any reference or recognition to you, the 4th month would be April. This has to do with winter though. So winter quarter, the crone within 9 to 12 months. So something could be coming to fruition within 9 to 12 months. That makes me immediately think maternity, you know, how long you're pregnant for. Also, like I said, there's a lot of Piscean energy here, so you could be dealing with a Pisces, and then also Cancer and Scorpio, so water element, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, more so Pisces and Cancer. Pisces season does run into the 4th month in April. Yes, okay. And then, does it? Yeah, because then Aries begins. Okay. What else here? It could be a time, because of all this water energy, Libra, for you to, that you need to be more connected to your emotions. Because the water elements, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, has everything to do with your emotions, your feelings. So this could be a very emotional time for you. You could be being more emotionally connected. You could just be dealing with a water sign. Or maybe you are beginning to experience more of an emotional connection with someone. I just feel a deeper emotional depth, learning to understand your emotions as well as those close to you, whom you're involved with here, your person, partner, love interest. And as an air sign, Libra, you typically, I don't want to say typically, a lot of the times are a little more surface level, free flowing, up in your mind as an air sign, right? You're more mental. So sometimes, it depends on everything in your chart, but sometimes getting into your emotions can be uncomfortable. And then if any sort of depth of emotional depth can be like a trigger, or even like a red flag feeling for an air sign. It just, in my experience, they're not always comfortable with that energy, that emotional energy. Okay, so Libra, let's jump into your tarot here. I feel like if you have been feeling like things haven't been going your way, or you've been on a repetitive cycle, or you've been at a fork in a road, stuck, trying to decide on which direction to go, I feel like you are getting to this the finish line, or a finalization here. I feel like your grit, your determination, your endurance, and mostly you being prepared by paying attention to the details, doing your research, educating yourself, looking closer, going in depth, right? Diving deeper, finding information, reading between the lines, double checking, is getting you closer to this finish line, this ending point, this culmination of coming out of the confusion or clouds or decision-making mode. Out of that repetitive cycle and down a new path, a new road, in a new direction. Because you've prepared yourself, you've done the work, and I feel like the work is about ready to pay off. Okay, let's jump in here to the tarot. I feel like your wishes are about ready to be granted. You're about ready to find the gold at the end of that rainbow. Your patience is about ready to pay off. So I feel like you're going to be moving into an abundant, serendipitous time period of receiving blessings. And it's all happening in divine timing. Could be being courted, taken out on dates, seduced by a new lover, someone who is interested in you. It's a soulmate. You're two of a kind. You feel like yin and yang. They're very alluring and they're very allured by you. This could be that water sign, someone that's like extremely emotionally intelligent and in touch with their emotions, and they're bringing that out of you. That more emotional side of you. Softening and opening your heart space. It's like you're surrendering to the flow, to what's happening, to the universe, and this exchange with this person. Whether that's a romantic potential partner, or a new social group, community, or organization that you're a part of or becoming a part of. Okay. I feel new connections coming in that are going to take you to new heights, new directions, new paths, bring you a lot of blessings. It's like an olive branch being handed to you, and things are going to start happening in your favor. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me... Let me grab a drink. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Libra and their love life. Libra and their love life. Okay. Libra. There it is. There's the hard work that's being put in, the paying attention to the detail, the determination, right? Doing what it takes, the endurance, that true grit, being prepared, getting prepared. But this is taking that, the introspection, the research, the finding the information, reading between the lines, double checking, finding out any hidden info. It's looking closer. It's paying attention and doing the hard work, staying up late, researching, analyzing. Eight of Pentacles is about apprenticeship or working on your skill or your craft, mastering your craft, enjoying your craft and your employment and your career and what you're researching, right? Enjoying it so much that's all you want to do. It can be constantly being productive and almost to the extent of being a workaholic. You could be educating yourself, but it's educating, it's hard work, it's doing the work. I love it. And that hard work pays off, right? You've been on this rainbow trail for a while here, bringing you to something, and that, like I said, the pot of gold's about ready to be reached here. Five of Swords. Ooh. So Five of Swords is hostility, unhealthy relationships, dishonesty. Argumentative behavior, conflict. I feel like the reason you're burying yourself in work or in studying or educating yourself or paying, this introspection, this research, this going to great depth to find information, dive deep, read between the lines, and double check everything is because something, whatever you're researching or looking into or educating yourself in, has caused problems or conflict with those around you. Maybe they don't agree with this topic or what you're doing. If you and someone, okay, here's one example, just a crazy example. You and someone have a different points of view with politics or religion or immunization, whatever it is. It's like, so someone's going to do their due diligence to make sure that their point of view is correct, that it's based on fact, that it's been researched, right? And it's like you are doing your research and looking for facts to back up your point of view or your beliefs, because it's created conflict, it's created verbal disagreements, it's created maybe even arguments or just hostile environments. Those involved maybe I feel like both sides very strongly feel like they are right, that they have the correct information. So because there's such strong passion behind this situation, event, circumstance, beliefs, thoughts, whatever it is, I feel like it's you, Libra, is doing extensive research and looking into to not be persuaded by, controlled by, manipulated by, or talked into someone else's opinion or thoughts or ideas or beliefs. You want to form your own based on facts and research and looking closer into the information on your own. That's that air sign in you. You don't want to just go with what someone has told you. You want to do the research. You want to form that opinion within your mind on your own. Excuse me. But like I said, with this Five of Swords, I feel like it's created some sort of disagreement, hostile situation or environment. You and your spouse, you and your child, you and your parent, you and a coworker have different points of view, strong different points of views about something, and it's created a little bit of a fork in the road, right? You want to have your free will of choice. You want to be able to like I said, create your own thoughts and opinions and beliefs. There's many choices to choose from. There are many truths based on the research you do, the people you listen to, the information you've received. So you're at this fork in the road, like, well, sure, that sounds good, and sure, this sounds good, but I believe you're at this precipice of deciding. You're in suspension, because I don't feel like you want to be swayed in any direction. You don't want to just go with the flow. But I feel like you're questioning things. You might be questioning now certain beliefs, certain things. I feel like these are things that have to do with bigger events, bigger things. So, community, state, country, leadership sort of differences, which let me just say right now, everybody has different points of view, right? You're either on the left or you're on the right. You believe this, you believe that. You're pro this, you're pro, you're not. It's just it's division. I feel like this has created division, and because Libra, you're balanced, you're represented by the scales. You like equality, you like balance, you don't like conflict or I feel like you're just doing your due diligence to try to de-escalate any sort of arguments or conflict from crossing the line, I want to say. You may also, after doing all of this research and looking into something deeper, maybe you do decide to have a truce and go tell someone. It's kind of like a peace offering, like, hey, either you're going to say, like, let's just agree to disagree, or you could also maybe say, hey, let's make amends because I've kind of come to terms with the situation and I've done some research and maybe this person was right. So whether you're just going to agree to disagree or you're actually going to come to terms and kind of have a truce or a peace offering, or kind of tell this person that, hey, you were right. There's a moment of truth coming, and it's a personal truth for yourself. And it's because you've went, I want to say internal, but more external. You've really done the external work. You've really researched, gone out and found the information, went in depth. You were careful who you listened to, what organizations or networks or social media outlets were influencing you, or who you were allowing to influence your mind or your thoughts, right? So, you know, they say that the 5 people you hang out with the most are your biggest influence, right? So you always want to make sure that the people you hang around, the birds of a feather flock together, right? So you want to make sure that you're hanging out with high vibrating people who support you and challenge you as well, but that you can work with, that you flow with. There's always going to be, yes, minor problems or some disappointments or some agreeing to disagree. But I just feel like here don't sweat the small stuff, even though this isn't the small stuff, but you don't want to regret spilling over or dissolving something that got out of hand. That just went on a tangent. Yeah, there's a 5 of Wands now. And it kind of flew out. So there's just opposition, conflict, and it's creating challenges with people around you. I just feel this strong disagreements in beliefs, in I feel like things are kind of breaking down. Like maybe you're really realizing, I just feel like there's a lot of realization coming in, a lot of downloads on I don't want to say who you vibe with, but how to get along with people who have different points of view, how to not take things and escalate them, remembering to leave things in the past that can't be changed so you don't have messes to clean up later. And also sometimes what the mass is saying, maybe you didn't maybe you were thinking with the masses, or maybe you were going with the majority, or I want to say kind of like what you've been told, what the popular idea, right? But now you're really seeing that sometimes that's not always the truth. Sometimes you have to come to terms that what everyone else is doing isn't the direction that you want to go. I feel like you're understanding how you are influenced, Libra. how the media influences you, your social media outlets that you follow, the influencers that you follow, your friends, the people who you're closest with, your network, an organization that you work for, just everything in your life and how they influence you, and whether that's good or bad, whether it makes you feel positive or negative. I feel like you're really doing that internal work on what is external to you. And you're realizing that there's a lot of differences. And I just feel like there's a lot of conflict here. High Priestess, Pisces, Scorpio, that's that water energy. So I feel like you're doing your due diligence. You're going in, you're going to trust yourself and your intuition, your gut feeling. The High Priestess is about hidden knowledge, wisdom, the secrecy and the secret information, right? That diving deep into that hidden information, looking at all sorts of media outlets and information outlets, not just the typical influencers that you follow, right? Yeah, I feel this strong feeling that you are really connecting to yourself and trusting yourself, and not what the birds, in your ear are saying, or this influencer that you follow is saying, or this friend group is saying, or what the media is saying. You're really taking the time to form and develop your own opinions based on your gut feeling, based on your intuition, based on your thoughts and opinions and beliefs, your truth, that you take the time to internalize because you go deep, you introspect, you do the research, you look for the information, you read between the lines, and then you double check over and over and over. So by the end that you have the information. You know the secrets. You know everything that people try to hide. You know the black, you know the right, you know the right, you know the wrong. You know the ins, you know the outs, right? No one can tell you or argue with you that you don't know, because you've done the work and you trust yourself. That High Priestess is, you're really gaining that inner wisdom, going within. That is, like I said, it's Piscean energy, and you had all this Piscean energy over here in your oracles, which is just further signifying, and then as well as the Cancer and Scorpio energy, so that water energy, insinuating that at this time you're connecting deeper to your feelings, your emotions, your intuition, yourself, going deep within and creating your own beliefs, thoughts, your truth. And yes, it could be creating a lot of conflict and arguments and disagreements and challenges with those around you, because you have to agree to disagree. And or you have to end up coming to terms that you come to a moment of truth at times, that circumstances can change, or that sometimes there's multiple options or beliefs, but that everyone has their own free will. And I feel like you're learning to work with that, balance that. Okay. Got the deck upside down here. Libra. I'm going to leave it at that. Please let me know in the comments if it resonated, how it resonated, what side it resonated with. This is supposed to be a love reading, but it seems very life reading for me. I feel like the winds are changing, though. You're at that fork in the road, right? And I feel like you're about ready to reach the pot of gold, make a decision, and something is about ready to come into fruition. It does say, like I said, 9 to 12 months, winter time. But I feel like it's going to all begin during this Piscean month 4, right? April-ish. March, April. I think it's the March. So I feel like March to April is when this is all going to begin. Libra, please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I can't wait to read your comments. I can't wait to read for you next week to dive a little deeper and see which direction this is going to take you. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you soon.